right into our film study. Our first game that we're going to take a look at is Titans and Ravens. Oh my goodness, how about that? We're talking about the Ravens as we just finished up that Mark Andrews quote. I cannot. And we are going to be looking at actually the Ravens. We're going to be breaking down the Ravens a little bit here. What we want to look at, what do we got on the notes? Let's look at the Lamar Jackson interception, and then I do want to look at these final drives by the Ravens. So this game-tying field goal, why did it stall? Did they have to settle for a field goal? Why couldn't Lamar Jackson punch it in for a touchdown? So we'll look at that. And then I also want to look, the Ravens got the ball to start in overtime. They went 3 and out. Let's look at that drive. What stalled? Did they try to pass it? Was everything dink and dunk? Were the Titans just reading everything? So that's what we're going to focus on today in the film study for Titans and Ravens. The interception, the field goal drive that tied the game, and then the 3 and out to start overtime. So without further ado, let's get in this interception. The interception came in the third quarter. Titans were still down 13-21, and the Titans ended up getting a field goal out of this interception to make it a 5-point game. The touchdown, then they get another touchdown on their next drive, then they go up officially by 3. So this interception was definitely a killer, a momentum killer for the Ravens, and a momentum starter for this Titans team, no doubt. So let's get this play queued up. The interception came at 1:58 in the third quarter. So let's cue this up. We go Game Pass. I actually got a notification that Game Pass is now 50% off. I know it's later toward the season, but it's still a great tool, folks. I think it's $100 full price, so only $50. I think it's a great tool, especially if you are kind of a serious bettor. Just to watch an entire game in 45 minutes to get kind of an idea what a team's about. I mean, folks, we watch film study every Wednesday, and that really helps our pick. So I would definitely recommend getting Game Pass, especially it's 50% off. Go hit some money on the back end of the season, folks. The season is not over. We're only at week 12. You got 5 more weeks, and then you got playoffs. So absolutely, I would recommend picking this up, especially for only $50. I think it's a great deal. Alrighty, so we got the play queued up. Here we go. Ravens up 21-13, and Lamar Jackson is about to just throw an interception here. So let's see it. Did he make a right read? Was it tipped? Was it 100% his fault? Was there a better option? So here we go. Play action pass. They're about at midfield right now. They're at their own 45-yard line, and he wants it all. And it's a one-on-one ball. It's a little overthrown. The receiver didn't make a great attempt to try and, fight for the ball at the back end, but this is just Lamar Jackson airing it out. He's got a one-on-one matchup, decided to take it. Unfortunately, it's just a little overthrown. Let's count the yards on this pass. He threw it from the 35-yard line all the way down to about the 15. That's a great bomb. I mean, we all know Lamar Jackson has the arm, but not a great pass here. It's one-on-one coverage, folks, and the receiver just really didn't play the ball great. So unfortunate. I wouldn't put this 100% on Lamar Jackson. It is a tad overthrown, but it's still, that was kind of a 50-50 ball that turned into about like 70 in favor for the defender because the receiver cannot locate the ball. So not a great pick. I do kind of like the idea of going deep. You have to stretch the defense vertically, multiple times during the game to get them to back off. So I really don't have any problems with that throw or that interception. It's just unfortunate that it did turn into an interception. Alrighty, so let's go to the game-tying field goal by the Ravens. We're going to watch this drive. It's a 9-play, 70-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 3 seconds. They only had 2 minutes and 18 seconds, so they basically ate up the rest of the clock, decided to go into overtime. So let's watch this final drive by the Ravens. They kicked the game-tying field goal. Force overtime. Let's see why they couldn't punch it in for a touchdown. Did they just run out of time? Did Lamar Jackson not make the right read? So here we go. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. They're on their own 25-yard line. They've got to drive the field. So the first play is just a nice little, throw to Willie Snead, 5 yards, and then he rushes for an extra 4 after the catch. So, kind of consistent with their offense. We're still seeing nothing, new. Everything's dink and dunk within 5 yards. And then we hit the 2-minute warning. Did they get off? They did not. So let's skip the 2-minute warning here. Get back to their next play. All right, they hand it off. Lamar Jackson keeps it, a little read option. Picks up the first down, crosses the 40-yard line, and now they're in their 2-minute hurry-up offense, getting ready to the line quickly. And that's where they thrive, hurry up offense, the misdirection, the up tempo, the quick, the speed of the offense. So this is definitely where they thrive. They just hit an out route to their tight end to pick up another first down, crossover into midfield, into the Titans territory. So this hurry up offense is definitely something that the Ravens should be implementing in their regular game plan, not just, in the 2-minute situations like every team uses it. This definitely is kind of, their brand, the speed, the quickness. That's what they do. So it's definitely effective here. And I will start to see it shrink a little bit since the field is shrinking a little bit. Lamar Jackson drops back, and then he decides just to take off, and this man just picked up, 13 yards clean, didn't even get really touched until he got brought down, for the 13-yard pickup. That's that's what this team is. Lamar Jackson running, making the right reads, and everything's really kind of 10 yards inwards. Lamar Jackson wants to go deep, pulls it down, checks down here, and this one picks it all up. Look at Dez Bryant go, brings it within the 20-yard line. Absolutely fantastic, Dez Bryant. You love to see this man back in action. Just a simple little crossing route. Lamar Jackson dumps it off to him. Very well done. Now they're at the 15-yard line. They try a nice wide receiver screen, and this one gets called for a flag. Unfortunate. That would have almost probably went all the way if it wasn't a false start by the Ravens. All right, so here we go. 1st and 15 from the Titans 20. 39 seconds left. Lamar Jackson just dump it off in the middle of the field and it goes for about 10. They dump it off for 5, and then he picks up 5 after the run. That's truly fantastic. They've got 2 timeouts. They just called one here. Now it's 2nd and 6 from about basically the 15-yard line again, folks. How do they not score a touchdown here? This is great defense by the Titans as well. Let's not knock this Titans team. They had to hold this Ravens team to only a field goal when they're driving, and they're very, very close to scoring a touchdown and punching it in. All right, they took a timeout, so now we got 2nd and 6 from the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson tries to hit a slant, but the defense plays it perfectly, gets out in front of the receiver, and just bats it down. Very well done, setting up 3rd and 6. Look at him play this ball. That's great. That's great, folks. Oh, my goodness. That's perfect defense. Didn't hold the receiver, got in front of him, smacked it away, incomplete pass. Now we got 3rd and 6 here. Can the defense hold one more time to force the Ravens to a field goal and to go into overtime? So here we go. Lamar Jackson back to pass from the 10-yard line, scrambling out of the pocket, trying to buy some time. Nothing's open. This man has all the time in the world. And then he just has to throw it away. Interesting. Let's run this play back just because he had so much time. Let's watch this from the coach's film and see if he really should have, slung it, at any part here. Let's get down to this 3rd down play. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6 from the coach's film. We'll see if anything's open. We'll play it in slow motion as well. Let's get it snapped, and then we'll start the slow-mo. All right, let's see if any route really develops here. They've got 4 receivers going, and now the running back has leaked out, so they officially have 5 options to go to. Everything's really covered. Titans are doing a very good job here. Now he's rolling to the right, really can't throw back to the left. Everything to the right is covered. Heavy, heavy, heavy. He's got nowhere to go with this ball, folks. Lamar Jackson makes the absolute right decision here just to throw it away, tie up the game, and go into overtime. Nothing was open from the start to the close of this play, and this went out forever. I mean, let's count the time on this play. Why not? I'm calling easy 10 seconds to throw this ball, so that's 10 seconds of coverage here. So let's count it out. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. I mean, 8 seconds. That's an 8-second play, maybe more. I don't know how close my actual second counting was, but we counted 8 seconds there, and that man, everything was covered. So well done to the Titans defense there. Ravens have to settle for a field goal. So now let's watch their overtime drive. They got the ball first, and if you get the ball first, you need to go down and score a touchdown. So you just end the game. Just end the game. If you have a chance to go and end the game, you have to go and end the game. And unfortunately, Lamar Jackson can't do it. Aaron Rodgers can't do it, and they both lose the game in overtime, even though they got the ball first. So here we go. Let's watch this drive. It's 3 and out quickly. Did they run 3 runs? Did they run 3 passes? Let's see what happened here and why the drive did not not go anywhere. So the first play is a handoff to, I believe, Mark Ingram, and it only picked up about a yard. This Tennessee Titans defense, they've been playing the Ravens very good this entire game, held them to 24 points. The defense really was locking everything down. So it's officially 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup. Now we get 2nd and 8. Lamar Jackson. They sack him. They bring the pressure, and Lamar Jackson could not overcome the blitz. Unfortunate. They finally bring the blitz, and it gets to Lamar Jackson quickly. Could not escape the pocket. Slipped a little bit as he was trying to climb the pocket, and it gets brought down. And now what are we looking at? 3rd and 17. Oh, my goodness. 3rd and 17. Here we go. They just set up a screen. And it picks up about 10, but it's still 7 yards short of the first down. They have to punt, and we know that the Titans go down and score the touchdown off of it and win the game. So unfortunate for the Ravens. Not the best play calling there. Very ultra conservative. I get it's 3rd and 17, and you probably don't expect to pick it up, but I wouldn't expect to get the ball back either. So I would have, threw it, probably over the 17-yard mark, not just dink and dunk for the screen and hope something breaks, because it usually doesn't happen. So unfortunate there by the Ravens. Just kind of stalled a little bit. The drive stalled in the red zone because, Lamar Jackson, when he has to work with short fields, he does, that's where his kryptonite is. Going from the 20 to the 20, he's fine because, you've got all that kind of room to work with. But once it starts to get down and the field starts to shrink and they're in the red zone, he can't make the plays. So unfortunate. So that's the Ravens Titans game.